Let us discuss the next question. This is from the year 2022. Which of the following are the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha? The question is talking about the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha. Statement 1. To ratify the declaration of emergency. Statement 2. To pass a motion of no confidence against the Council of Ministers. Statement 3. To impeach the President of India. Select the correct answers. We have to select what is the exclusive power of the Lok Sabha. When it comes to the ratification of the declaration of emergency, it will be done by the parliament. So parliament has both the houses. So it is not the exclusive power of the Lok Sabha. So hence this statement will be incorrect. To pass a motion of no confidence against the Council of Ministers. In a parliamentary democracy where the executive is formed out of the legislature, that is the executive ministers, they are the members of the legislature, and ultimately this executive is responsible to the House of People. This is the concept of collective responsibility. The executive has collective responsibility to the House of the People, that is to the Lok Sabha. So if the motion of no confidence is passed in the Lok Sabha and the motion is successfully passed, then the government has to resign because the government doesn't have the confidence of the Lok Sabha anymore. And the motion of no confidence, it can be passed only in the Lok Sabha and it cannot be passed in the Rajya Sabha. So the power to pass a motion of no confidence against the Council of Ministers, that is against the government, it is an exclusive power of the Lok Sabha. So this is correct because this power is not there with the Rajya Sabha. To impeach the president. In the election of the president, there is an electoral college, but when it comes to the impeachment of the president, the members of both the houses participate. So this is again not an exclusive power of the Lok Sabha. This will be incorrect. Now, which of the following statements are correct? Only 2 is correct. So answer will be B, only 2. Now let's look at the in-depth explanation. What are all the exclusive powers of the Lok Sabha? The money bills, they can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, and Rajya Sabha has no power to either amend or reject the money bill. The Lok Sabha speaker has the power to preside over the joint sitting, and in case of absence of Lok Sabha speaker, it is the deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha who will preside over the joint sitting. And the power to decide whether a particular bill is a money bill or not, that power to certify a bill as a money bill, that is given to the speaker of the Lok Sabha. And the no confidence motion, it is specifically passed in the Lok Sabha and it can be initiated only in the Lok Sabha. I explained about the concept of collective responsibility of the executive to the Lok Sabha members. And the resolution for the discontinuance of the national emergency, that is passed only by the Lok Sabha. But don't get confused here. Here we are talking about the resolution for the discontinuance of the national emergency. But the scope of the question here is to ratify the declaration of emergency. So coming to the ratification of declaration of emergency, when it is the national emergency, the houses of the parliament within 1 month have to ratify it. When it is the president's rule, the state emergency, even then both houses have to ratify it with a simple majority. When it's the financial emergency, even in that case, both houses have to ratify with a simple majority. So you can clearly see here, when it comes to the ratification of the emergency, both houses are involved and it's not just the Lok Sabha. And coming to the impeachment of the president, the impeachment can be done for the violation of the constitution and the impeachment can be initiated by the either house, and there is a detailed procedure about the impeachment. For the scope of this question, the impeachment of the president, it can be done and initiated through either of the houses. So it is not an exclusive power of the members of Lok Sabha. So hence this was also incorrect. So finally the answer is 2 only. The exclusive power of Lok Sabha here being to pass a no confidence motion against the Council of Ministers.